And realize what, brother?
And realize
I leave it free.
That's
That you can change
Right.
yourself.
Exactly. And you're gonna end up
right there.
You're gonna end up like these brothers, or worse yet, in there.
And I done already been there and there.
You ain't been here, my brother, because we would not be talking to you.
I ain't point there. I point
okay.
there.
Yeah, you didn't been. Okay.
Thumbs, baby, correctional facility.
Right.
I've been there. Been there.
But we trying to show you we don't want y'all brothers to go there, you know?
Yeah, come over here and learn something.
We want y'all brothers to, wake up a little bit, learn who you are, get some knowledge in you.
Tupac was there before he opened up his mind.
Yeah.
He had to open up his mind.
But he didn't fully get the idea of who he was before he got slaughtered. And that's the sad case of our brother right there. And I was a good brother. Yeah, that brother right there was dynamic.
Go back to that Isaiah 42 joint.
My brother right here with the hat, we're gonna show you right here. All of this right here. We're gonna show you in the book where it was prophesied that this would happen.
Isaiah what?
42 and 21.
When they show you this exactly, the book is absolute. Like you're saying, it ain't relative, it's absolute.
What are we doing now?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22.
Yeah.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
A people robbed and spoiled. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in holes. What do they call that thing when they put you when you're in prison and you get out of line? Where they put you at?
In the hole.
In the hole.
Put you in the hole. Go ahead.
And they are hid in prison houses.
Hid in what?
Hid in prison houses.
Like Paul and Silas.
Prison houses.
They are for a prey, and none delivers.
And none deliver. Nobody can get you out. Ain't none of them putting the t-shirts on. Free Lil Mookie. Free Lil Kiki. None of that ain't gonna get you out. Go ahead.
For a spoil, and none says restore.
And none says restore. So when you get in this situation and you finally get out and you go try to get a job, they ain't gonna give it to you as soon as you put on that thing of felon. So guess what you're gonna have to end up doing? The same thing that you was doing that probably got you in there. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
That's exactly it.
They're doing this on purpose. I don't
That's why they call it. Actually, now it is against the law for any employer to ask you, do you have a felony? Now
they
still gonna do it.
And see what it is with you, so they can't get.
And I can say that personal reasons because I am a felon.
This stuff is crystal clear.
But you learn, you repeat until you learn something new.
Exactly.
Accept it.
Right. You got it.
So
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
there you go, my brother.
But in order to,
how old are you, brother?
21.
Okay.
That's
But
what
watch
I'm trying to
this.
say, though.
I have a question for you. What do you have to do in order to change it?
What's that?
Wake up.
What's up, my brother?
First you
This
got
right here is an image.
First you got to change what's in here. Then you got to change
In the
what's in here.
13th century, the so-called Knights Templar, they worship this. This is an image of Satan. Okay? When you, the Baphomet. When you see all your top politicians, all of your entertainers, all your movie stars, all your rappers, all of your basketball players, throwing up that, do it for me, my sister. When they doing that, when they do me, show me the other one. When they do that, that's what that is representing.
Who got a dog?
Showing you that they have sold their souls to Satan. So that's what that represents. So when they put this image up, this is just the cleanup of
What you want to see? What you looking
Find the aisle on that dog.
He right there,
So I ask you, who is this, brother?
What does it mean on the back?
Who is this man, my brother?
What? The
That's
Austin
according to what you've been taught.
That's the half period.
Slack. What does it mean?
Yeah, exactly.
What's that?
He put it in
It means finally completed.
Yes. But it ain't completed, that's why it's not down on it. When it's on it, it's supposed to be Jesus. When it's complete.
Right, that's who they put up as Jesus.
They tried.
But you know who that man really was? This cat. This is who Leonardo da Vinci and all the Michelangelo and Raphael, all them so-called artists of the Renaissance.
Caesar.
This is who they use as the image for him. Okay, and this goes back to that. Okay, that's just Satan. That's it. So when you look at all them politicians and all them entertainers throwing up that mess and all that, they showing you who their allegiance is to. Exactly.
Now you asked the question about
not food.
let's get the scripture on this.
Get me Leviticus 11.
Next video.
Exactly. We're gonna show you.
Deuteronomy 14.
Now we're not supposed to touch none of this garbage.
Lobster tail.
Yeah, I know. You know what, brother was sad?
Shrimps and the crab
Right.
legs.
That's a delicacy, right? No,
It
they
actually has
feed on the bottom.
It actually
They
has a
clean the ocean.
poison to
You see what
kill.
I'm saying? Why would you put something in your system that's designed
Chapter 11.
to clean the ocean? That's like you eating a garbage can, brother.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Like eating an algae.
Exactly. Would you eat that?
Eat it.
You're not supposed to. And guess what? When you do the knowledge on this a little further, you find he in the roach family.
Straight up.
It's in the roach family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at the legs.
It look like a roach. Now that you mention it.
We're gonna read this. Leviticus 11. We're gonna start at verse 7.
You straight.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
And the swine. Go ahead.
Though he divide the hoof,
Though he divide the hoof. Go ahead.
and be cloven footed, yet he choose not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
He's a filthy beast. You're not supposed to even touch it. Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall you not eat.
You shall not eat. Eat the pork chops.
Of their flesh you shall not eat.
I love some bacon though.
Of their flesh you shall not eat.
Go ahead.
And their carcass you shall not touch.
And their carcass you shall not touch. So once it dies, you're not even supposed to touch it.
They are unclean to you.
Go ahead.
Now we're going to deal with these, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's deal with that. These shall you eat of all that in the water.
So everything that's in the water, he's letting you know now you can eat or not eat. Go ahead.
Whatsoever has fins and scales in the water.
If it has fins and scales, you can eat it. But if it don't, you're not supposed to eat it. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea and in the river, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing that is in the waters, they shall be an abomination to you.
Shall be what?
They shall be an abomination unto you.
They shall be an abomination unto you. So it's letting you know, none of these things right here got scales and fins. None of them got scales and fins. The catfish don't got any scales or fins on him. He has skin. He's a bottom feeder. He cleans the water. Just like we said, it's just like you might as well go pick and eat out the garbage can, because that's what he does. He eats waste. Anything that floats to the bottom, falls to the bottom of the water, that's what he eats. That's what the shrimp eat. That's what the lobster eat. That's what all these things eat. This is a mussel or a oyster.
No, that's an oyster.
That's the oyster right here.
That's an oyster.
Oyster. No scales and fins, so you got no business eating it.
Let's read that. But you shall not eat of their flesh.
You shall not eat of their flesh. Go ahead.
What's happening
That's it.
on
That's it.
Okay.
some of
See
this
that?
in here?
That's the homo agenda. This is Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah. It seems like we're in those times now.
We are.
You are in those
All
times.
this homosexuality going on. You know,
Exactly, but let
all
me
these
ask you a
sisters
question, my
wanna
brother.
be
Let me
lesbians
ask you a
and
question.
things,
Are you going to vote in November?
Oh yeah, we got to put Obama
You're
back in
going
there.
to put. Hold on. Let's rewind.
No.
Okay.
Let's rewind. I feel where you're going,
But
but
you
let's
know
rewind.
what? You feeling what I'm saying?
You just
I'm
said
supposed to
this
put
the new
Obama
day.
in
This is
there.
the
That's what I
times
believe.
we in. Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Yeah.
But guess what he just endorsed a couple of weeks ago?
Right?
Hey,
The right for a man to marry a man.
I heard that.
On national TV on ABC,
Right.
he sat with that anchor woman and said that it's okay.
Okay.
He
Now-
wrestled with it, and now it's okay in his
Let me
mind.
ask a question.
Get
Do
me
you not think?
7.
Do you not think Obama just went that way because it was trickery? You know what I'm saying?
Chicken.
No.
It was trickery. No. Let me say what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Let me explain what I'm saying now. Had he not went that way, he lost a lot of votes. He did that for votes. My belief.
So sell your soul to
My
get
belief.
votes.
That's like selling your soul to the
Selling your soul to
devil.
get votes.
That's selling your soul to the devil. You got it?
No.
Okay, so if you do this, he's endorsing something. He's condoning something and saying that it's all right. You know how many of our people look up to this man?
Right.
So with him saying that, off the top, the statistics jumped up off the gate. All people that was against it, just because he said it, just because they think his skin looked the same same as theirs, they got behind it. And now they saying, oh yeah, Obama said it's okay, so being homosexual is okay. But guess what? He just sealed the fate of this place. He just brought it back to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Obama ain't nothing but a devil himself.
Exactly. Now this is out the book, my brother.
African though.
The book of Jude.
Let me show you what scripture say. Go ahead.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah.
As Sodom and Gomorrah, which what he just took us back to. Go ahead.
And the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh.
Strange flesh, Lil Wayne and baby kissing, that's strange flesh, man with man, that's sick, an abomination. Go ahead.
Are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
So he set Sodom and Gomorrah for an example that if anybody after this come around and do the same action, this was going to happen to them.
Okay.
He said as an example, so we know what not to do. So he just put us back into Sodom and Gomorrah. He know the scripture, he know he wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, right.
But he sold out.
Right,
He's
right.
nothing but a puppet. We're going to get another scripture.
We're going to another scripture for you, brother. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. Into what? Into ashes.
Turning the cities into ashes. Go ahead.
Condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
So everybody that follows suit after what President Obama just put forth is going to burn to a crisp the same way that them people burned in Sodom and Gomorrah. Same fate. If you follow behind that madness and that sickness, give me Romans 1 and 26.
Now I must ask you again, my brother, considering what this man stands for, will you be casting your vote in November?
Well,
Can you do that with a clear conscience, knowing that the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for this same wickedness? And knowing that America's going to suffer that same fate. Can you cast your vote with a clear conscience, knowing that this man endorses this wickedness?
It actually do give me something to think about.
That's good enough right
It
there.
actually do.
Because when you put it on it, it's going to end up your little grandson or your little granddaughter going to get turned out and be walking in that same filth, and you're going to be pissed, saying to himself, wait a minute, not my boy.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26.
Take this, my brother. Listen at this.
For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affection.
Into vile affections, go ahead.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
That's against nature. A woman with a woman is against nature. That's against nature. You don't even have to know the book to know that it's wrong. Go ahead.
And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another.
Burn in their lust one towards another, man with man, woman with woman, and they putting it all through the TV system and promoting this. They're promoting this homo agenda, trying to turn your children out, trying to turn them out and turn them into this filth. Go ahead.
Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
Go ahead.
And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge.
So they don't want to keep God in their knowledge. They want to be ignorant. They want to be ignorant. Go ahead.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
Gave them over to a reprobate mind, meaning now they're doing this filth and they don't even realize that they're doing wrong anymore because they've been turned over to a reprobate mind. Go ahead.
To do those things which are not convenient.
Go ahead.
Being filled with unrighteousness. What? Unrighteousness.
Go ahead.
Fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, foul of envy, murder, deceit, debate, malignity, whisperers, backbiters.
Backbiters. Go ahead.
Haters of God.
Haters of the Most High. Go ahead.
Despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things.
Go ahead.
Disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God
Are worthy of what?
that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
Are worthy of death. So what this faggot put out He just showed you what's the outcome. He endorsed it. If you vote for him, you endorsing this, flat out. So when November roll around, don't vote for the lesser of two devils. When you got Satan and Nimrod, don't vote for neither one of them.
So let me ask you a question. Would you?
Why would you vote for him if he endorsing homo? Exactly. Go ahead, brother.
Would you?
He's not of you.
It's the best choice out there because
he's not even of you.
Hold on, let's let the brother question go forth. Go ahead.
If I vote for Romney, would not vote at all.
You don't vote at all, brother. Why would you vote in a system that still has you listed as 3/5 of a human being? Why would you? I mean, why would you vote? Why?
What position you are? Let me ask you something. How old are you?
I'm 33.
You're 33.
Yeah.
So, what's the first president that you can go back and remember?
Well, as far as voting for or just no?
No, just no one, period.
In your time.
As far back as you can remember, what's the first president?
Like my time, because I was going to say
Probably Reagan.
George Washington.
No.
No, I'm talking about in your time. Reagan. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Reagan like 80. You know what I'm
Carter got
saying?
out and then Reagan got in.
Okay. When Reagan was in the,
You know what I'm talking about.
okay, when Reagan was in there, where were you
And
at?
he was on some bullshit shit. I was a kid. So
I'm saying,
But your parents,
where was you
still
at?
dealing with the
On the
bottom.
totem pole.
Yeah, okay, probably.
At the bottom.
You was at the bottom.
I'm not even going to argue on that one.
Okay, let's
be right.
jump to the next one. After that, that was Bush, right?
The first Bush.
The first Bush. Where was you at? Economically.
On the bottom of the totem pole.
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
I'm still going.
Okay, we gonna keep going. That's why we finna keep going. So then it was after the first Bush, then we had Clinton.
Oh, now Clinton was the shit.
No, okay, where was you at still?
That brother say he got money off too. You know what? I give you that. Jobs was booming.
Yeah.
But the majority of our people, though, don't get it construed. Don't get it misconstrued. Where was the majority of your people at? Was they in the burbs? No.
Well, I'm
You was-
from suburbs, so I don't know.
Brother, but where the majority of your people at? Where you at right now?
Nigga, you ain't start off in the suburbs.
You
ain't start off in the suburbs. Everybody from the ghetto.
We are from the ghetto. You know that.
Yeah,
Okay,
You know.
now we gonna jump to the
One day I just woke up and I was in the birds. Like,
let's jump to the next one.
Who had this here?
So right after the after Clinton, we had another Bush,
It was
right?
hell.
Okay.
It was hell. You ain't got to say nothing.
Still on the bottom. Now
Man,
that
where was you
Obama
at?
been in
Still
there
at the
for
bottom
4
of the
years.
totem pole.
I was at the very bottom because I couldn't get no job.
Obama been in there
At least
for
Clinton, I could get a job.
4 years now, right? So where, as a people, where you still at?
At the
Even
bottom of
with
the
them
totem
in.
pole.
I ain't even got
Bottom of the damn totem
No,
pole.
you know what? No, I'm going to stick with my man just because.
Yes, sir. A 32nd degree.
Just because he has color to his skin.
Oh, man, that's
Complete.
No, hold on.
That's complete
Bruh, you
foolishness.
taking that all out of context, man.
Brother,
I forgot his name.
Let somebody else darker come along. Then
that's foolishness, brother. It don't matter what color the man's skin is. You need to be dealing with that. You gotta be.
I'm going to vote for him again.
You gotta stand for a man by what he represents, brother. What spirit does he come under?
we feeling
Come on, brother.
Well, then what spirit? Anybody got to
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Come on, brother.
I got a question.
If I was going by spirits, I wouldn't vote for nobody.
Okay, so would you go by the spirit of a man kissing another man who said it's okay? So if
That's
nigga,
okay to
hold
you?
on.
If I was going by spirits,
No homo. No homo.
You take
No
care.
homo. Bruh,
Consider, brother.
calm
Consider
down.
what was said.
I'm a U.S. Marine, bro. Calm down.
okay. I don't even know what
I'm a
that means, but it's good.
United States Marine Corps, bro. Calm down.
Oh, okay.
That's what they use in
So you gonna represent a man that said it's okay to kiss another man?
to marry another man,
That's fucked up.
to sleep with another man.
You voted him in. I voted him in, but now I ain't voting for it. I ain't voting. I'm not voting no more.
Well, see, I'm
It's
going
a
to still
waste.
vote.
Some of them do, yeah. They be having to take, they be having to do all types of filth, brother. All type of filth.
Because what the other guy going to say is the same shit.
Hey, my man Kings, let me see that camera.
You heard about that?
Hey, brother, if you vote for him, if you vote for him again, you can endorse him.
What's that?
If I don't vote for him, then what the fuck am I? I'm still in.
That's when Trayvon Martin got slaughtered.
Did Obama do anything for Trayvon Martin?
That's what they planning on. That's what they planning on. God got to bring his government back.
My son, he understands. He about to be sick.
Yeah, that's what the CIA.
People are people. Fuck them. He gonna do something to you. And they gonna do that. Ain't nobody touching my damn. See, that's where you got that carnal mind, bro. If I don't vote, it's still gonna be gay motherfuckers. If I don't vote, it's still gonna be faggots.
So what's the point in voting?
So I'm just gonna vote.
So you can feel good to say my vote got him in.
No. I'm gonna tell you. I just want black man. You vote because he. I like that feel. You feel like he say my president is black.
The worst thing is he really ain't black.
I like that shit. Brother.